I would like to acknowledge that here in Ottawa, we are on the unceded, unsurrendered territory of the Algonquin Anishinaabe Nation, whose presence here reaches back in time. As we're here for Pride, I think it's important to think about that and the legacy of colonization on Two-Spirit people, but also on queer migrants and queer people from the Arab world. This month marks 9 years since I moved to Ottawa for the first time from Hamilton, Ontario. Thank you to the board again, with a special thank you to Fran and Sean for all they do for Ottawa. You'll be seeing Mixed Temptation, Strips and Stripes, Sumac, and to our speaker, Mohammed. DJ Trinidadi, pronouns they, he, is an Indo-Trinidadian, Toronto-based DJ, musician, and overall multi-dimensional artist. As a queer and non-binary femme in the Ottawa DJing music community since 2018, they aim to create more spaces for QT BIPOC people in Ottawa and gathering spaces to hope and inspire South Asian edits, Arab Swana edits, to Afrobeats, UKG, and many more. There's no way you can feel up and up yourself. I'm gonna mess all up their front line. And we're gathered here today at the NAC, so thank you to them. Thank you for giving our community this space. Common spoken language in Ottawa, following English and French. And how often in that have you seen any sort of queer event that centers folks from the Arab world? And we are queer here. So queerness may look different regardless of where we are, but I think the purpose of today is to acknowledge queerness, that shape that transcends borders, and to feel celebrated. The show may explore topics such as migration, family acceptance, telling one of them or not, but one of them will be available soon in Canada. It's called The Queer Arab Glossary by Marwan Kabour. It's a very cool book. It has queer Arab words from different dialects, including different regions of the Middle East and North Africa. You feel seen here. And our second book, from North Africa, from the diaspora, or immigrants or recent refugees. And so, yeah, I think the fact that the book we're selling is an anthology kind of speaks to the hopes.
And mass murders happening in Palestine, we must stand in solidarity and speak out against these atrocities. And baby, from the river to the sea.
On the top side of this coin would represent heterosexuals. And what do you folks think are some unearned advantages or privileges that heterosexual people have in society? As a room of, I'm gonna go ahead and assume, I'm gonna close my ears. What do you think are some privileges they have? Blurt it out. Marriage, yeah.
You don't have to worry about getting qualified.
Yeah. Safety, yeah. Never coming out, representation, absolutely.
Supporting fashion in public.
Supporting biological family. The list is going to go on, so I'm going to stop it here because we could probably... but yeah, it has to do with the default norm of the relationship and language, right? So, they're not identification. They have immediate public recognition and support. And so, for example, if someone just got engaged, they'd expect a congratulations. When they're living with a partner, they can do so openly, and they don't have to think about which neighborhood do they live in. These norms, what do we think the bottom of the coin represents?
Us?
Yes! Depends who us is, but yes. Again, aligning with these historic structures of domination. And so when we think about, the bottom side of the coin, yeah, absolutely. Absolutely. There's many. And they've done social experiments on this before where they've taken the exact same resume, sent it out to a bunch of employers, and exact same resume, except for half of them they used a white sounding name like John, and for the other half they used an ethnic sounding name like Mohammed. And what they found was the ethnic sounding name had lower response rates. And so that's the unearned disadvantage. It's the exact same resume. And that should say something.
Of Palestinians from their ancestral village, that's just history and facts. in 1948. This act is a love letter to her people, culture, and land. Everybody give it up for Sumac, please.
The girl together, the moments just become like scenes between the pressure of letting pain bleed us, but I can't address the family address. It's like they got a chain by the neck. I'm reminded she was God's design. She never faltered when the vultures tried to multiply. She is heaven personified, unmodified. That's why they fought every time I tried to visit. She was occupied. No lie.
عالم فلسطيني رفق على المحاكم ويانا بالهدية ونبيها والهدية عالم فلسطيني رفق على المسؤولية ويانا بالهدايا ونبيها والهدايا عالم فلسطيني رفق على سجن النار. My skin is convenient now. If you want my story